my context that I'm standing in front of you is for a profit-making organization. That's what I lead. And we've been ingrained over many years, maybe centuries, that the fundamental purpose of a profit-making organization is to increase the profits and wealth of the shareholders. Ingrained in our thinking. When I went to business school, the starting premise was, what's the objective? The objective is maximize shareholder wealth. And everything was driven by that. I think it's a wrong metric. It's a very insufficient and very destructive metric. I think we need to re-examine it. We don't exist for our investors. We don't exist for our owners. We exist for our stakeholders. And our stakeholders go beyond just the owners and the investors in a company. And it exists also, I mean, the same logic applies for not-for-profits as well. Yes, in our business, when we run our business, we, in our pursuit of profit, we try to take care of our stakeholders. So if you don't take care of your customer, then you don't have sales and you don't have profits. You don't take care of your employees, they don't come to work, right? So for a very purpose, for an intent of profit, we take care of our stakeholders. But I think we need to flip that and say, how do you make the purpose of taking care of your stakeholders central to why we exist? So I think it's important that we say, what is the real purpose? So in our organization, we say our purpose is to really be the choice for our stakeholders. And what does that mean for customers? What does it mean for employees? What does it mean for our suppliers? What does it mean for our distributors? What does it mean for society? We take a lot from society. What does it mean for society? And what does it mean finally also for investors? Now, a lot of people, when I talk about it, they say, but that's a very short-term thing. I mean, you're not going to actually improve your profits, improve your wealth, if you widen the scope of why you exist. Actually, my hypothesis is your profits go up, your wealth goes up, when you start straddling a larger set of people as for the purpose that you live in, or purpose that you exist for. In the press, they keep talking about building a $5 trillion economy. But what is $5 trillion? $5 trillion is an absolute number. It's not going to make us a better nation. It's not going to make us a developed nation, right? And I'm saying being a developed nation is a good thing for all the citizens of this country. If just $5 trillion and the size of the economy is an indication of development, then Saudi Arabia would have been a developed nation, right? It's not, clearly not. So a developed nation is an equitable nation, yeah? There is the gap between the richest and the poorest is not very high, right? I'm not veering towards socialism and communism. That model has failed, right? It doesn't work that way. But it's called equitable capitalism, right? How do you build equity in your pursuit of profits, right? And I think this is very important. Inequity in our country is very, very high. I'll give you an example. The US, the pay levels between the lowest and the highest is a factor of 365, which means if somebody is getting at the bottom 1,000 rupees, somebody at the top is getting 3,65,000 rupees. That's insane inequity. Yeah. You'll be surprised. India is 350. A developing nation with a very low bottom has 350. It's a very inequitable, wrong thing, right? You look at Japan, Japan has a multiple of 90. So in our company, we have set a boundary of a multiple of 30. My salary can never be more than 30 times the salary of the person in the lowest level in the organization. Now, if I want to increase my salary, I have to raise the bottom, yeah? Which is a good goal to have. Now, how do you become competitive while Indians are expensive? Today we are building a nation, unfortunately, on the premise that Indians are going to be cheap, which is not good for us. We all go to work to have a better standard of living, and one aspect of that standard of living is how much we earn. And to go and build a company which says we'll earn less goes against our own self-interest, right? So you look at, I don't mean to trivialize the achievement of the Indian IT industry. I mean, they've done phenomenal, they scaled it. But what are they doing? They're hiring Indians at $10 an hour, selling them at $30 an hour to somebody who's on the right side of the value chain, who's selling products at $400 an hour. Why are we not shifting to the right? Why can't we make Indians expensive? That's part of our purpose. So today, our lowest salary on the shop floor in our company earns 10 lakhs a year. Now, we have a factory in Italy where the technology for the factory goes all the way from here. There, the market for the lowest blue-collar employee is 30 lakhs a year, and they are profitable. So why is it that we are not able to afford to pay 30 lakhs to our own employees, Indian employees? And that's one of our goals. As much as we drive profits as a goal, we also drive this as a goal, right? So it's this and that. It's not this or that, right? So it's possible. When I started my journey, the lowest salary was around 40,000 rupees. We are now at 10 lakhs. We are more profitable. We are not less profitable. And I believe that when we take it to 30 lakhs, we will be even more profitable, because the kind of engagement that you get from your stakeholders is very different when you put purpose ahead of profit, right?